Right, still on matters to do with COVID-19, and even as the country continues to grapple with the question of access to vaccines, players in the public transport sector are set to resume normal operations today, with PSV operators now allowed to operate at full capacity. Our health and science reporter Beldin Waleaula is on the streets of Nairobi to find out what measures are being put in place to ensure that the operations did not lead to a spike in COVID-19 cases. Beldin Waleaula, good morning. Definitely, this is good news, of course, for matatu operators in terms of carrying to full capacity. This is what they've always wanted. But are Kenyans really comfortable with this when it comes to fighting COVID-19? And kindly talk to us about the measures they've put in place.
Good morning, Brenda. I'm at Kencom bus station, where several matatus of several Kenyans come here every day to board their matatus. And today, the matatu operators have started their full capacity, carrying full capacity of passengers, because after the CAS, Chris Obure, gave the directions that they can now go back to their normal routine of carrying full capacity passengers. Remember last year when COVID-19 came, the president issued orders together with the Ministry of Health that matatus should carry at least 60% of passengers in their vehicles, which was affected. But now they are back to carrying full capacity. It comes at a time where the country is actually right now experiencing a fourth wave of COVID-19. There's a spike in numbers, and now matatu carrying full capacity, to some Kenyans it doesn't sit well with them, because how will they curb spread of COVID-19? Because the CS say that matatu operators can regulate themselves, something that is not that easy to do in such an industry. So here at Kencom bus station, you can see that when people are boarding matatus, at least there's sanitation places, there's water points where people can wash their hands when they're boarding matatus. There's also sanitizers where the towels or the operators are sanitizing people before they enter the matatus. And also the CAS said that every passenger who is supposed to enter matatu should have a mask on, should be sanitized, and also they should also ensure that there is no hawking in matatus, there is no preaching, there is cashless use of means of money transfer, because now to reduce just the COVID-19 infections in the matatus. So let me talk to one of the passengers who is trying to board matatus here at Kencom bus station. Maybe unasikiaje ukiambiwa kwamba matatu zinarudi kubeba watu at full capacity kama kitambo? Niambie jina lako tafadhali.
Iko sawa sana. Kwa majina naitwa Dalton Machoka. Iko sawa sana sasa, na hope kwamba fare itateremka kwanza. Juu walikuwa wanaramika wanasema kwamba unalipa ile kiti inatembea ikiwa empty. Sasa hii naona kama watateremsha fare, ndio tuna maombi yetu sasa. Na serikali tunaomba itufungulie kanisa, tuingie watu wote kanisani. Na hayopo vile wamefungulia magari wakisema kwamba magari sifuatilie sheria za COVID-19, pia kanisani tutafanya hivyo the same. Kama amefungua magari, tunaomba pia tena afungue makanisa. Na vitu zingine ndogo naye atufungulie, tuwe free kufanya kila kitu, na nchi yetu inasonga mbele kawaida kiuchumi. Yeah.
Amogopi kwamba mnaweza pata COVID-19 kupitia hizo matatu?
Kwa sababu imekuja kuonekana hii COVID-19 ni homa iko na degree na certificate, itabidi tuishi nayo vile iko. Hatutaepuka nayo. Ni kama venye hiyo Ebola ilikuja, ukimwi ikakuja, kansa ikakuja. Tunaishi nayo tu. Itabidi sasa tukae tu nayo, tukijilinda sisi wenyewe. Tuvae mask, tusanitize mikono vizuri, tunawe mikono vizuri, na hope itakuwa sawa. Yeah.
Asante sana. Brenda, to you can see that here at Kencom bus station, there are water points, but people who are washing their hands are very few. Most of them are preferring to sanitize their hands as they enter the bus station, as they board their buses. But still, you can feel that observing the measures, most of them are not adhering to it. Though people are wearing masks while entering the buses, but still those washing their hands or sanitizing their hands are very few. And the implications of this is that when the COVID-19 continue to spread, continue to spread, maybe the infection will rise. But as you can see at this bus station, everyone is being checked their temperature before they enter, because the Ministry of Health says no one should enter the buses if they have a temperature above 37 degrees. So this is a good sign that some of the buses are still observing the COVID-19 rules as they were stipulated before by the Ministry of Health. Let me just talk to a few Kenyans. Mami, habari yako? Karibu KTN News. Leo matatu zimerudi kubeba watu at full capacity. Maybe wewe kama Mkenya unafeel aje, uko sawa kwamba COVID-19 itasambaa?
Mimi siko sawa kwa sababu we have to keep social distance. Yeah.
Labda unahofia nini?
Corona. Yeah.
Sasa kwa hivyo kuna matatu ambazo zinabeba zile zina observe social distance ama zote zinabeba full capacity leo?
Zinabeba full capacity. Yeah.
Okay, sawa, asante. Just inside the bus, you can see that everyone is seated at full capacity. There is no social distance, though everyone is wearing a mask, but still, very few people trying to enter. Everyone is trying to get the feeling of entering the matatu. The full capacity is going on. The measures are being taken in place that everyone has to sanitize, check their temperature before they go in as the full capacity goes on. And hello. Karibu sana kwenye KTN News. You are the matatu operator here at Kencom bus station. Unafeel aje kwamba matatu sasa hizi imerudi full capacity?
Kwa upande wetu niseme naona ikiwa sawa. Bora ni watu wavae mask na nini. Hivyo ndio ningesema. Ningesema hata kwa upande yangu nimeshukuru serikali kwa vile imetusaidia.
Nini nyingine mnafanya kuhakikisha kwamba hakuna kusambaa kwa COVID-19 katika hizi matatu?
Ila kitu ningesema ni watu wafuate protocol za serikali kwa nini? Kwa kuvaa mask, sanitizer, iwe hivyo ndio ningesema. Hivyo ndio ningeomba, hivyo ndio ningesema. Sina mengine ya kusema.
So, Brenda, as you can see that at least here at Kencom, there are some buses that are still observing the rules, ensuring that people are sanitizing, temperatures are being checked, but you're hoping, but those Kenyans who are still feeling that, you know what, we need to still keep social distance because the virus is still here with us. The virus will keep spreading because if some don't adhere to it, some don't wash their hands, and some forget to sanitize, things might get worse. Right. So other measures that the Ministry of Health put in place is just to ensure that... Yes.
Belton, you can hear me?
Yes, Brenda.
Okay, Belton,
yes.
One of the things you told us when we are beginning this conversation with you, you talked about the matatu sector, the matatu operators not using the cashless system of mode of payment. So kindly talk to us about how they're going to implement this, especially probably if you're doing a short distance, or maybe you are asked to pay 20 or 30 shillings. How are they going to go about this? Probably you can get the sentiments of one of the matatu tout who's there, just to tell us how they're going to implement the cashless system.
Thank you, Brenda. Most of these matatus are actually unable to adhere to the cashless system of payments because most of them feel like using the cashless system of payments is not that easily effective to them because they require money to give maybe they require to have their checks balancing by the end of the day, which having a cashless system might not help them so much. Maybe just to ask a few, one of the matatu operators here, how they're going to implement the issues of cashless system of payments here in the matatu daily. Maybe just to go and ask one of them how it's going to feel like. What's habari ya leo? Leo matatu tunarudi to full capacity. Yes. Na serikali ilisema kwamba you use cashless system of payment. Labda hiyo inawezekana katika matatu saizi?
Ni ngumu kiasi. Ni ngumu kiasi kulingana na venye watu wako. Labda M-Pesa ni wachache. Ni wachache. Yeah.
Tatizo iko wapi?
Tatizo ni sisi wenyewe. Tatizo ni wananchi wenyewe. Yeah.
Right now, COVID-19 cases in Nairobi ziko very high. Ni kama watu matatu vile wamerudi full capacity, how are you ensuring that COVID-19 is not spreading in matatus?
ni kusanitize customers wakiingia kwa gari na tuwapime temperature. Hiyo ndio tuta make sure tuna minimize.
Okay, thank you, Brenda. Right now it's just for passengers to ensure that they observe all the adhere to measures put in place, washing their hands, sanitizing, wearing their masks before they enter into matatu, just to ensure that they don't endanger their lives. Back to you, Brenda.
Right, Beltine Waleula, a Science and Health reporter at the Kencom bus